Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya. Meritorious Dhamma friends and dear children, all beings in this world likes to live happily. But how much people like to live happily, regardless from their religious, regardless the country they live, regardless the language they speak? How much people like to live happily? Still, we can see from time to time people experience sadness. People go through very hard times. People go through difficulties. So they lose happiness and they expect happiness, but they keep on expecting happiness from things that ends with suffering. So people like to live happily, but we can see when you look at the world, when you look at the way the people live, people have not realized and recognized the real way to gain happiness and develop happiness in life. But fortunately, when a Buddhist appears to this world, people get the chance to live peacefully and happily even in bad times. So how can we live peacefully? And what are the things that affect our happiness in life? Dear Dhamma friends, we should understand from the Buddha's teachings that Buddha taught that we have a mind. What do we have? We have a mind. In this mind, dear Dhamma friends, we have unwholesome roots. So in the Samma Ditti Sutta in Majjhima Nikaya, Buddha preached about 3 unwholesome roots. So what are these unwholesome roots? We have greed, hatred and delusion. So today I would like to talk about hatred. Hatred means, dear Dhamma friends, we get angry. When we experience things that we do not like, when people don't live the way we want, when people don't talk to us in a good manner, and when we lose our pleasant things, when people don't live according to us, and when we get diseases, when our body changes to worse, hatred arises. When hatred arises, what's the next thing happens? We take revenge from others. So dear Dhamma friends, then can we live peacefully with these unwholesome roots? No. Now look at the world from young age itself. Now if parents have children, the parents, they work hard to teach them mathematics. Parents work hard to teach them science. Parents work hard to teach their children various languages, to become doctors, to become engineers. But even after these children become engineers or doctors, still they will meet people who might not listen to them, who might annoy them, who might make them angry. But will these doctors or engineers, these small children who become doctors or engineers, or as a normal person with simple education, if he does not know to overcome anger, to deal with anger, will he ever live peacefully? No. But Buddha said, Buddha revealed that anger is not outside. Now usually when we get angry, we blame others. If it is children go and tell to their teachers, children go to their parents and tell, Mom, this friend, he bullied me, he made me angry, he made names for me, he tried to make fun out of me, they corner me. So we try to put the blame on others and tell that we get angry because of others. But Buddha said that we get angry because we have anger in our mind. So to overcome anger, Buddha taught a nice solution. So Buddha said to practice loving kindness. And also Buddha preached a method, a way to practice loving kindness. How can we practice loving kindness? In the Karaniya Sutta, Buddha preached, Mata yatani amputtang, ayusa eka putta manurakke, evampu sabba bhutesu, manasambhava aparimanam. Buddha preached, dear Dhamma friends, to practice loving kindness in a way that a mother shows loving kindness towards her one and only child. Just imagine when a mother has one child, how does she cares for her own child? That child will be her life. Each and every time she'll be concerned. And even though a mother has two children, that mother does not have jealous. That mother does not feel jealousy towards their children. That mother has compassion towards their children. That parents, dear Dhamma friends, parents, dear children, parents has compassion. Parents have compassion. Parents always like to see their children developing. They don't feel jealousy of their children. So just imagine, even if a mother has 3 children, if parents do not have jealousy towards their children, just imagine if when a mother has just one child, how would she take care of her own child? So if we can look at everybody as our own children, as one and only child, so if we can see everybody in this world as one and only child, when others get angry with us, we will have loving kindness towards them. We will have compassion towards them. We will have equanimity towards them. So we won't get angry. Why? When other people get angry with us, we will think like our own children. We will think that person as a one and only child. So Buddha said, when you get angry, spread loving kindness to beings. How we can spread loving kindness? We can think, first of all, we can think, may I be free from anger. May I be free from ill will. May I be free from jealousy. May I be free from mental suffering. May I be free from physical suffering. May I live peacefully. May I live in peace. In the same way, when you see another person getting angry at you, you can imagine, you can expect that person, may that person be free from anger. Poor thing, that person is suffering from anger. So when you think in that way, your anger will be abandoned. And when you expect the happiness of others, what will happen? You will not try to increase other people's anger. You will have patience. So in this way, dear Dhamma friends, we can live peacefully by controlling our anger and by eradicating anger step by step by practicing loving kindness. So may you have the opportunity to develop loving kindness and to overcome anger and control anger and live a peaceful life, and also to realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Namo Buddhaya.